mole map. Okay, so today I kind of said it. We're going cross country, where instead of just going between 2 circles on the mole map, now we're going to go to like 3 or 4 circles on the mole map, okay? So it's the same process. We're going to still figure out our start. We're still going to figure out our end. We're going to set it up to go, and then we're going to go. But I'm going to teach you in our example how you can set it all up and then solve at the end. You don't have to pause after each stop, okay? You can just keep going. So it's important to know the direction you're going so that you set it up correctly when you do the math. And it's also important to know that you always have to go between the mole circle because everything is connected through moles. You can't just connect RP and mass. You have to go through the moles before you do that. Are we ready to move on to the example, and the one example for the day? Yes? Yes. Here we go. So, what's the mass of 3.40 times 10 to the 24 formula units of ammonium chloride? So we had to figure out our start and our end. Where are we starting? We have so much fun in chemistry with formula units, which in case you want to write this down, that's in the RP circle. Okay? And where are we going to? Mass. Because it says what is the mass? And to remind myself that my unit is going to be grams, I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Okay? So now, what's the next step that we do on all these problems? Put the number over 1 that we're given. So we're given 3.40 times 10 to the 24th formula units over 1. Are we okay back there? Yep. Okay. Anyway, so we're in RP, and we need to get to the mole circle. So am I going to put Avogadro on top or on bottom? Watching the arrow. It goes on the bottom, so I'm going to have 1 mole on top, and then 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd on the bottom. And instead of particles, I'm going to write fun, because we're going to cancel all our fun, because we're not going to have fun anymore. Okay, so in the past, we have just stopped here and solved. But I'm going to show you that you can keep going and write down more work, and then solve at the end. So, now, we are in the mole circle, okay? And we need to get to the mass circle. So to do that, what do we do for the mass circle? Go in there. Molar mass over 1 mole. So I know 1 mole, but do I know the molar mass yet? No. No. We need to find it. So, and what's important to know in order to find it? The ammonium chloride. Is it an acid? Is it molecular? Does it have a polyatomic ion? Ammonium, what is it? Thank you, sir. Okay, so NH4 plus 1. We're combining that with chloride. Is chloride a polyatomic ion? No. It's the L from the periodic table. What's that charge? -1. So ammonium chloride is, they just cancel away, right? NH4Cl. So now is when we look at the periodic table and add up all those numbers, all the mass numbers, okay? So what's the number for nitrogen? Thank you. Plus, we have 4 hydrogens. And hydrogen is? Perfect. Okay, and then 1 chlorine. Somebody earlier today was like 35, 45, 3. I was like, ooh, that's different. Ooh. What's the answer for the molar mass? 53.492 grams per mole. We don't round here because molar mass doesn't need to be rounded. If you don't want to write out all your long decimals, that's fine, but you probably should keep them. Now, that is going to be plugged in on our last parenthesis at the top. So, 53.492 grams. We're at grams because moles cancel away. That's what we're trying to find. So now we can solve. So in order to solve this, when I do it, I just think about each parenthesis set and go from there and do what it's telling me to do. Okay? And then you get your final answer the same as if you would stop and pause and write down and then go and yeah. So Everybody grab your calculator. Calculator's at the ready. The first thing you do when you're doing it, solving this way, you just type in your first number, and then you go from there. So let's type in 3.40 EE 24, and then the next parenthesis, it's down on the bottom. So am I multiplying or dividing? Dividing. So divided by 6.02 EE 23. You could hit equals if you want. 53.492 equals, and what do you get, Matt? Rounded to incorrect and fixed. I asked you. Right? And then you have to round to 366. Okay? Sorry. So that's what we're doing. 3. Trace. That is wrong. You need to check your calculator.
You just call up my name, and you know